Raadr recently announced the completion of a reverse takeover by which the company acquired the U.S. and Ireland operating units of Mexedia S.P.A, internationally renowned telecommunication company and technology company that is headquartered in Rome and listed on the Euronext growth in Paris in two separate acquisition transactions. With me is Daniel Gilcher, the Chief Financial Officer of Raadr and Director of the company as well. So explain this transaction. It's kind of complicated, so break it down.
So the main strategic reason for doing this is creating a US-based, US-centered, and US-focused entity and powerhouse in the global communication industry. For that purpose, we've put in two very unique and very strong assets in the voice business. And together with now being listed and being able to tap into the US capital markets, we are very excited about the growth of the company that we'll be able to propel forward and at the same time creating value for shareholders all along the way.
So back up a second and explain Raadr. What is it that you do exactly?
So in essence, in that transaction, we have moved our voice communication companies from the Italian mother into that listed shell. And in return, the Italian entity has retained the control of that listed shell. And so now we have a listed shell that contains all our voice assets, and everything that happened in the past with Raadr, all the small operations will be discontinued going forward. So it will be a pure play Mexedia voice business.
Do you operate mainly in Europe now?
So we are operating across the globe. The telecommunication industry is a global industry, so naturally all our customers, the big telco companies, sit all across the world. And we have offices down in Miami, we have people sitting here in New York, we have people in India, we have people in Italy, so we're truly a global company.
Can you tell who your big telco clients are?
So whenever you use your phone and you're trying to call your friend overseas or in a different country, most likely our customers are involved. So if you're thinking AT&T, if you're thinking Telecom Italia, Verizon, if you're thinking Deutsche Telekom, all of these players are very, very established customers and partners of ours.
Okay. So as you move forward, do you still envision a business-to-business communication services? Do you think that you will change the focus of the company at all?
So that's our DNA and heritage, and that's really where we're from, where we're very confident in driving and scaling that business going forward. So that will always be a part of what we do. And on the other side, we're very excited now having a US-focused operation to be able to bring new products, new services into the US market that we have developed in-house and that we are able to now offer to our US customers and partners. And in addition to that, we might even be looking at acquiring certain technologies, certain assets in the future.
Okay, I was just going to ask that. Do you envision growth through acquisitions or organic growth?
The nice thing about the commercial platform is that we can really do both. So we are very experienced in deploying capital organically within that business, and we can do that in a very sustainable, responsible way. And at the same time, we have acquired businesses in the past. We are very well known in the market, and we have a healthy funnel of buying relevant business on top of what we're doing.
When you look at this industry and technology and how it's changing, what are some areas of growth that you might be looking to either acquire or adapt?
So typically something that is, now I've told you about the voice business that we've brought in. So messaging is another area of expertise of ours. So bringing that into the US market, offering messaging services, messaging products to enterprises and large telcos is certainly something that we'll be looking into. But also adjacent niche applications and technologies that don't feed directly into it, but add value and growth to our business is certainly something that we'll be.
Do you think you would uplist in the US?
Oh, that's actually a very interesting question. And I think, given the size and the performance of the business, we did approximately 300 million in profitable revenue last year. We are, where we stand today, a larger company in the OTC market. And so I think it's a very valid question. On the other side, our executive team is quite comfortable in the US capital markets and also laser focused on driving value. And so I think it's a natural flow of things that we are taking this opportunity very serious, and we're evaluating that.
Yeah, okay. And then finally, your strategy for 2025.
Yeah, so I think this year was really, we were focused on bringing costs down and bringing operating costs down in the business today, so that next year, from an operating standpoint, we can be driving margins, profitability, and cash flow. And delivering that operationally will be certainly one area that we'll be focusing on. And secondly, of course, now as a US-listed entity, we'll be putting in effort to make sure that the market understands who we are, understands about our story and the opportunity that we provide, and hopefully be able to attract the right long-term shareholders to join on the journey.
Okay, Daniel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.